Welcome back to biology class. In a previous video, we studied about the types and importance of carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, vitamins and minerals, and now we are going to study about the importance of water, roughage, balanced diet and also about some of the disorders related to nutrition. First, it is water. Now, water, it is an inorganic compound of hydrogen and oxygen having formula H2O. It is indispensable for the body because 70% and more of the body weight is made up of water. Water, it performs many important functions in the body, such as it transports food, gases, hormones, excretory waste and certain other substances from one part to the other. And during the process of photosynthesis, it combines with carbon dioxide to make food, and in the process of respiration, it is one of the product which is released outside along with carbon dioxide. And in the body, it helps in the process of digestion by breaking large molecules of food into simpler diffusible forms so that they are easily absorbed in the body. And water also helps to keep the internal environment of the body homogeneous, means same composition throughout, and it also helps to maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis means the internal environment of the body is kept constant by water. And water, it is also a universal solvent, as most of the organic and inorganic substances can dissolve in it, and it also helps to keep the body temperature constant. And one more thing, all the cellular reactions which are taking place inside the body, they take place in the water medium only. So in this way, water is very important for the body, and your body should not get dehydrated, so that all these processes keep on taking place smoothly inside the body. Water is regularly lost from the body in the form of urine, sweat, and when you exhale the air out, it comes out in the form of vapors. So it must be consumed frequently to maintain its content in the body. And from where you can get this water? Obviously, by drinking simple water, you can maintain its content in the body. But there are some foods also which are rich in water, such as fruits, vegetables, and these supply sufficient amount of water to the body, but still you must take simple water to maintain its content in the body, as it is very important for the body. Next is roughage. Now roughage, it is a fibrous food and it is indigestible. It is not absorbed in the body, but still it is very important. It consists of the cellulose part of the food. As in this picture you can see, these are the various sources of roughage, and these are fruits, vegetables, outer seed coats, grains, all that salad you eat, it provides roughage to the body. Why this roughage is so important? Because it makes the bulk of the food and stimulates peristalsis. Peristalsis is the movement of the alimentary canal to push the food in forward direction. So its movement becomes easy when there is roughage in the food, and the food is moved, the passage of food is easy and smooth inside the alimentary canal. In this way, it helps in cleaning the alimentary canal also, and if there is less amount of roughage in the food, then it can lead to constipation, and which leads to many other disorders in the body. So your food must contain sufficient amount of roughage in the body. Next, it is balanced diet. Balanced diet you all have studied about in lower classes also. A balanced diet is the one which provides required amount of all the necessary nutrients, such as carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, vitamins, minerals. They all must be present in proper amount, so that proper energy is given to the body, proper growth is there, normal metabolism is there, texture and functioning of the body is kept normal. So in this way, balanced diet is very much required. And all the human beings, we have common nutritional needs, but still the quantity differs and depends upon the age, the sex and the nature of work we are doing. So male and female, if they are doing different kind of work, so their food requirement is also different. Similarly, a child and an adult also have different food requirements. And then we will discuss about some disorders related to nutrition. first, it is malnutrition. What is malnutrition? It is a condition in which the person suffers due to lack or deficiency of one or more essential components, such as proteins are deficient, or carbohydrates are deficient, or both, or some other essential components are deficient in the food. Then it leads to malnutrition, and it is of two kinds, kwashiorkor and marasmus. First, we are studying about kwashiorkor. It is a severe protein deficiency disease in children. So when children's diet is deficient in proteins, and proteins are not at all or very less amount of protein is there, then it leads to kwashiorkor. Causes, obviously the protein is deficient in the diet, then certain infectious diseases such as diarrhea, measles, intestinal worms are also responsible for it. Then ill spacing of children means the mother is producing children without keeping a proper gap between them, and poor maternal health is there. So the mother feed is not sufficient to provide to that protein to the child, and early termination of breastfeeding also is one of the reason that kwashiorkor takes place. And what are the symptoms of kwashiorkor? As you can see in the picture, the child is having stunted growth, he is underweight, and poor brain development is also there. Loss of appetite is there, it leads to anemia also. And one peculiar feature you can see here, protruding pot like belly. So stomach is protruding out, swollen. Why is this there? Because water is retained inside due to lack of protein in the food. Then legs are very slender, very thin, and bulging eyes are there. So this is a disorder which is related to protein deficiency in the food in children. So to avoid this disorder, the children's diet must be sufficiently provided with proteins. Next, it is marasmus. Marasmus, it is a protein energy malnutrition. PEM means there is deficiency of proteins as well as carbohydrates, and it usually affects the children below the age of 1 year. Causes, the diet poor in carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Then there is sudden stoppage of breastfeeding, and the infant is not getting proper amount of carbohydrates and proteins, and poor mother's health also is responsible for it. What are the symptoms of marasmus? These are the symptoms. You can see this picture also carefully. Less body weight is there, very weak body, skin is loosely folded, face is very thin, and very thin limbs are there, retarded physical growth, mental growth, and ribs can be clearly seen. So here you can see these ribs of the child can be clearly seen. So these are the symptoms of marasmus, and it can be avoided by providing a diet which is rich in carbohydrates and proteins. Then certain other disorders are also there related to nutrition. This is undernutrition. Undernutrition means when a person is not getting sufficient quantity of food, and it is mainly found in poor country, or the person is very poor and he cannot afford to buy sufficient amount of food. So this leads to undernutrition, which leads to many other disorders in the body. Then there is overnutrition. Overnutrition is when a person is suffering due to excess of one or more nutrients, especially carbohydrates, over a longer period of time. He keeps on eating, and that excess food is stored inside the body in the form of glycogen in liver cells or fats below the skin, which leads to obesity also, and this leads to many other problems such as heart diseases also. And one more reason of overnutrition is excess intake of vitamin A and D. It can also produce adverse symptoms, and this all leads to overnutrition and many disorders in the body. Then there is one more disorder, that is obesity. Obesity is when the body weight exceeds 25% of the desirable standard weight. Means your standard body weight, more than that, 25% more than standard weight is the body weight. So this is called obesity, and this is due to the deposition of excess of fats inside the body, because the person keeps on consuming the food, it is not properly digested and absorbed, properly not utilized, so it leads to obesity, and certain other disorders of the body are there due to obesity. So these are some of the disorders related to nutrition. And you also studied about the importance of water and roughage in the food, and this ends the chapter here, the nutrition, where you studied about the carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, vitamins, minerals, about water, roughage, and about the balanced diet. Thank you.